Wait, so Jack has a point of view in the second one?
Yep.
He does?
He does. It's Finn, Jack, and then Autumn.
Jack is his friend, right?
Jack is his best friend.
Yeah, he is his best friend.
I can't wait to read it. I'm going to read it probably this week.
He's going to be the baby daddy. He's going to step up to be the baby daddy. You watch.
Jack hated her.
You
did
watch.
not like her. Yeah, that is true. Because he didn't like her. Cause
I'm just saying.
Honestly, though, I feel like he is going to step up.
It depends on
because
where
it's his best friend's.
Yeah.
What?
It depends where it picks up from.
I heard that it picks up immediately after.
After, right?
Well, because, I think Finn's whole section, because Finn is the beginning, is the whole story from Finn's point of view.
Then it goes to Jack.
Then it's Jack, and that's where it picks up.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, and then
that's what I heard. I didn't read it yet.
It's like a flashback almost.
But I need to, okay, maybe that might be the next read.
I'm reading it tomorrow.
I might read
I'm trying to finish that other book today.
Not me putting off our book club read.
No, I'm trying to get through it. I'm almost done.
It's not bad. It's cute.
I read for an hour last night and read 130 pages.
It's quick, right?
No, it's really fast.
Book.
So I'll be able to finish it in like a day or two?
Probably.
Probably a day for you.
Okay.
I still don't know a rating for this.
I rated this one.
Oh,
Do
no,
it- okay.
I did it.
Let's intro the video.
Hey guys, it's Ange.
Hey, it's Ange. Sorry.
And I'm back with another YouTube video.
I am.
Wait, cute intro here.
Well, anyway, that's my intro. We are going to be talking about our January book club read, which was If You Had Been With Me by Laura Nolan. Obviously, I think everybody and their mother has read this book by now. It is about Autumn and Finn. They were best friends. The second book, If Only I Told Her, had just come out. But again, this one is about Autumn and Finn. They used to be inseparable, but then everything changed, and you just hear their whole story. And we have been waiting so long to talk to each other about this. This has killed us this whole time. So now you get to see our ratings and our reviews.
And our discussion.
Yes, our very long discussion that this is probably going to be.
A long video.
So let's get into it. I'll start with my rating.
Oh, I have to go to my other.
I rated this one 4 stars after thinking about it for like a long time. And the reason that I gave it 4 stars was because I have not been able to stop thinking about this book. Now, it confused me, it broke my heart, it made me angry, and originally I was not going to give it such a high rating, but the simple fact that the only thing that I have thought about since I put down this book was this book, I think that it just deserved the 4 stars, and they deserved so much better. So, I can't wait to read the next one. Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Okay.
So I think I've been between like a 5 and a.
around it from exploding.
What?
My napkin.
Around it.
I think I did a oh my god, between a 4.75 and a 5.
Okay.
I think that's like I still
look
can't
for you.
decide. I think
It's hard, right?
4.5
I did a 4.5
on our Notion.
Oh, on our note. Okay, then I did a 4.5. Okay, yeah.
You
So,
can change it.
You can
I don't
change
know. I don't feel like a 5-star. I don't think this feels like a 5-star book. But at the same time, like, I loved it. And I felt so, like, connected to it in a way.
So I would do
Yeah.
4.75.
So then probably a good 4.75. Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks for your
Just
help.
under a 5.
Yes, just under. And what I just pretty much said that I was scared to read this book only because I had a feeling it was going to make me cry, and oh my god, it did.
The Snapchat that we got when she
In
finished it.
tears. I literally finished this book, threw it on the floor, curled up into a ball on the couch, and cried because holy crap, like, whoa.
See, and then on the other hand, me and Cameron didn't
They
cry.
didn't. I'm also just
But I
highly
think it's 'cause
emotional. That's
you
why
know what's
I-
going to happen. I think that's why
I-
I didn't. Because
Yeah, I
because
knew-
of the
I knew.
first chapter. And I think that's why I didn't cry.
Yeah.
And we're just heartless. Right?
You're not
Literally.
heartless. You're
No.
good.
I said I don't have really a rating for this one. I was really bored in the beginning until I hit like chapter 39, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote chapter 39 and I wanted to hate her so bad. Like I wanted to like not like her.
Annoying.
But I was like, you know what? Let me just
Give
see
her a
it through.
chance.
I didn't cry. I don't know if I'm just broken or unstable, but like I did not. It was sad, don't get me wrong, but like I didn't have a reaction to it. I kind of just closed the book and
It's more like
sat there.
It's more like upsetting. Like,
Yeah,
I
it's
just
very
like you think
upsetting.
about like again, if he had been with her, what would have been different? Like, that's
Literally.
the sad part. It's just like,
I think I
I'll
just
give-
cried so much because I literally cry at Disney movies. So
There's just something that really
just-
bothered me about the
Yeah,
ending.
yeah.
how it was like
I don't
I've
know
seen
if you
people
want to
say it
start
was
there
like-
or I could wait until we get to that point.
Do you want to go in order?
Yeah,
Of
we'll
how
go in order.
we'll get to there, but I think we all kind of have the same thought
Idea,
on the
yeah.
ending.
Yes.
But my very first note is he is dead from the car accident, and this whole book is gonna make me cry. That is my very first note.
Mine was I don't know how to start.
I didn't take notes. I just tabbed.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Let's see the first thing I tabbed, maybe.
I didn't tab. They both tab their books with their cute little things.
We
and
literally
I-
color coordinated without even noticing that.
Yeah,
we both
they're
did the
very
same
similar.
thing.
I don't do that. It's
Well,
very
the
hard
first
for me
thing
to
that
do
I
it.
tabbed was them talking about Finney's name. I thought if a name was unknown origin and meaning, it could not disappoint. I did not understand then a boy without a real father would crave an origin and a meaning.
I remember that one. I think I,
remember
tabbed that
that.
one too.
Where is that?
And then I also tabbed on the same page how she was talking about being pretty. And she
Yeah,
said
she's
being
like, I'm
pretty was
just-
a poor consolation in my eyes. Like, she did not care if people thought that she was pretty.
Yeah,
Like, she was like, I'd rather be something else than known as pretty. Which I thought was nice. That was nice of her.
That wasn't.
She doesn't care.
It's just so hard. Like
It's hard to start somewhere.
it is.
Yeah.
And
So
also,
is there
especially
a
because
plot
she started
point that
like,
you want to start at?
I know people keep walking by, but
I said that I don't like Jamie. And I feel like Autumn is a pushover because she's so clearly hung up on Finney. And this is
Wait.
just in the very beginning when they got together. I was like, she's literally such a pushover.
Yeah.
And also, she's one of those people who meshes and changes to whoever she's hanging around. And the
Yes.
tiara pissed me off.
What did I
I
write
didn't.
about the tiara?
The
Literally, she
tiara.
broke up with Jamie, and it's like
I know the
or
tiara thing is a
whatever.
little bit. Yeah, I'm sorry, but the tiara thing is down. And that's like a little bit further
what
down
WTF
here. But like,
is up with the tiaras? What?
tiaras. I love that
Tiaras,
everybody says it's
tiaras.
different. That's so cute.
I don't know. What was the point of that, though?
No, it was like
just because she's different.
She got it as a gift, right? Was that
No,
her
she
first
found
gift?
it in the mall.
found it in
she
the mall.
bought it at the mall in like a Claire's or something, and then they went to the movies. And Jamie's like, "Oh, I love your crown," and then like
And then
that
it's
was
been,
it.
like a running joke.
Yeah, but like
Is it
she
a
like
joke
she
or
like
is it
no,
serious?
she liked it. She felt comfortable, and I think it's just because she's a very
Wait.
like
I saved this for us because I wanted to start by showing you this TikTok that popped up last night because we were talking about it.
okay.
And it's a song. If this book was a song, this is what it would be.
I love that song. In the morning.
But what sucks? The tiaras made the clip art. Why?
oh god.
But that's the song that they put to
that's
this.
wicked.
And I was like, oh my god, I have to save that for tomorrow.
Yeah, I also put that Autumn literally doesn't even like Jamie. She's so confusing. Like, why she stay with
I
him
know.
for so
That was
long?
one of my first tabs.
I think it was a comfort
It
thing,
was-
like knowing that someone was there.
She doesn't like the change part
No.
of it.
I put
She just wanted. It was annoying every time that they were like, "You'll love me forever, right? Like you're always going to love
my God,
me."
stop.
That pissed me off. I'm like, no, you should know if somebody loves you. Like,
Yeah, they were
you
weird.
shouldn't have to ask.
And I called Sasha and Jamie getting together because I was like
I
the
wrote
fact
that
that
in
the
mine.
fact that they were
Yes.
competing and then he ended up choosing Autumn. I was like, he's gonna go to
gonna
Sasha
go for her.
eventually.
I get why she
100%.
did that because, like, how many times does that actually end up happening though? Like, that's a very common
It's
thing.
very-
I
yeah,
feel
it
like,
is.
Yeah.
but it's just like the way that he was like, okay, we're not gonna like date anymore because you wouldn't have with me because that's basically
Yeah.
what that was.
and that
Yeah.
was
from.
so stupid.
And,
You're
like,
too depressed.
why-
That's what he said. You're too
I
depressed.
like,
can't handle
you
what is it?
always
I
need
can't
me.
handle you. Where is it? Oh my gosh.
Oh, I think I tabbed it, but it was like you need me too much, like blah blah blah. You're always
They
upset,
accidentally slept together a few nights before prom.
and they still went to prom like nothing happened.
Well, she didn't know.
She
Yeah,
had
I
no
know,
idea.
but still, like
It
they
was the
acted like
day-
nothing even happened. Like
It
you
was
couldn't even.
the day of graduation. Jamie is asking to talk to her the next day, and he's definitely going to break up with her. And then I have in all caps, Jamie and Sasha accidentally slept together a few nights before prom.
I
I
have.
wish
have
I need
the
to start
stage-
writing chapters so I can find it quicker.
Yeah.
It's the 289 because I tabbed it
I think I did too.
because
I did.
she goes, I'm waiting for Jamie, And Finney was like, oh,
No.
okay.
I tabbed this when he was like, oh, I was at the movies with Sasha. And
I
she's like,
hated that.
okay.
Oh, I have the movie thing in here too.
Like, he's like,
Jamie and Sasha going to a movie together is weird. I really think that they're gonna get together.
the conversation on the phone. Wait, what? Will you ever leave me? No. Promise? Yep. Okay, bye.
Yup.
Bye, I
Yup.
love you. Hangs up.
Oh, yeah.
They were weird.
Bye.
It was so weird. But I really enjoyed when her and Finney were finally hanging out.
When they were friends.
I know. And when
Right
they got to go. Okay, wait. Who was it? Who had the baby? Angie had the baby?
Yes,
Stop. That was weird.
The foreshadowing of that.
She let me feel her stomach at
Oh,
lunch.
sorry.
Like, what?
Oh my
Bless
god.
you.
Thank you.
Where was that?
Ooh. When she said that she was pregnant because they literally did it once. Yeah, and then she was like,
Well,
"Oh, I don't care. I'm gonna get
That's
pregnant."
what's really bothering me about the ending.
Yeah.
The
Like,
fact that she was
literally-
pregnant.
She
like,
did it
like
once.
2 days later, it's like, oh my god, I'm pregnant. Like,
I don't. It was definitely not
She-
2 days later.
no,
it
it
was
wasn't
like,
too later.
No,
No,
she ended
because-
up in the psych ward because she tried
because
to.
so
Oh, that's what she
hold
found
on.
out,
I
but-
might not put this part in because of the topic, but basically that I just cut something out what we were talking about the ending on how she ended up in the. I think she ends up in a mental institution, right? Mental ward. What's the
Her mom
terminology?
told her that he died. Right? Because
it
it's
yes.
this chapter, right?
It
Late
was
at night.
84 late at night. Yeah, and then Finney, and then Autumn, my mother says,
Yes.
and then it tells everything.
On August 8th, Phineas Smith died.
I know.
And I can. Yes,
Okay,
stop.
listen. Sylvie did not deserve any of this.
No, she did not.
I felt so bad
She
for
really,
her.
she, and like he explained to her why she was the way she was too with a lot of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole, she was hurt before too, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt
quack.
really bad for her.
Quack.
oh quack.
I felt so bad.
Yeah,
for
I
her.
felt bad for her too. I'm like, she didn't.
She didn't deserve that
No,
either.
none
Like I
of
wish
them
that they
deserved
just.
any of
I
that
wish that they
crap.
just broke up.
I know.
And
Can
if
we
he
talk about Aunt Angelina though? I loved her.
I did too.
She reminded me of
His
Ramona
mom.
and Beezus.
Oh, Aunt Angelina. Oh, okay.
Like, did you
sorry.
ever see Ramona and Beezus with
Yes.
Selena Gomez?
Yes.
Like, that's
Yeah.
what it reminded me of.
Okay.
Like, she would be like the fun, like, this could be Aunt.
She also,
it makes sense.
literally, I know it's kind of fun because we didn't like the book, but she reminded me of the aunt from Float.
Yeah, the like carefree.
Oh, yeah, like,
like
a very, like, free soul.
Yeah.
I know
could
that
see it.
book was like, "Ugh, not for us."
I'm trying to remember, like, plot points. The
you
lunch tables. Okay, you go first.
Stop.
Okay.
Uh,
Where were they? Were like sitting out there. Him and Finney and Autumn were like sitting there talking, and she was like, "Are you sure you still want to if you were sober?" Yeah, but I'm only telling you because I'm not. When he came home drunk. And it was like more in the beginning, and he was like saying something
That was a
about how
party that he
she's
went to, right?
she was
Yeah.
like pretty or something like that. Because I
Yeah.
didn't tab, I didn't put more
he
than
called
that.
her
But
Angie too on accident. No, Sylvie. Sorry.
Yeah, he called her Sylvie.
and
I was
she
like,
was
not
like,
another Miles.
Autumn.
Not another Miles Archer, like, movement. Not
Yeah.
Miles Archer. Wait.
I didn't read that.
Yeah, Miles.
Ugly Love.
When he calls her by the wrong
I
name.
did read that.
No.
I thought you were talking about Archer's voice for some reason.
Adoy. Where is it? I'm trying to find that image.
Oh my God, the when they were sledding and he gave her a black eye.
Stop.
And
Oh.
Finney was like the only one that didn't care, or the only one that did care. And then he like goes in her right to her sock
Her
drawer to get a
room
sock,
and
and then he
sees a
takes
picture
the picture and he puts the picture that was in her drawer back on the dresser of them.
Stop.
I hated him. I'm sorry.
Who?
Jamie. Like, when he
Oh,
gave
yeah.
her the black eye.
I severely hated it.
And then I just found this one that says, do you really not think sad things can be beautiful? Nope. You're just
Nope.
weird.
Yeah. I was like, who the heck do you think you are?
I bet if we took a survey, everybody would agree with me that you're weird.
Who do you think?
Like,
and then
what?
she's like, I love you. And it's like, huh?
She's reminding herself.
It's because
She's trying to
I like
trying
you
to convince
weird.
herself.
Yeah.
You're my weird, morbid, pretty girl.
Literally,
What?
you're my pretty girl. That's what he'd always say. You're my pretty girl. You're my pretty girl.
What about Romeo and Juliet? That's beautiful and sad, but that's not real life.
Oh, that like really
that,
related
yeah.
to the ending. Was like, would you if I died? And she was like, no.
Yeah.
And then she goes and does that after Finney. Oh my
But
God.
it was Finney and not him.
Oh,
yeah.
would you if I died?
Yeah.
Jamie asked. No, I guess not. See, I wouldn't want you to either. I would want you to be happy. I would be very sad though for a long time, and I would never forget you. I know, me too, but you wouldn't. No, but you do love me. I say yes, the way people love each other in real life.
Oh, I got chills. I got chills.
Like, just so bizarre.
No, they
It's-
were like
it
really weird.
This
it
book
was.
is so bizarre.
I thought I have a not an idea. I have a thought. I don't know the word right now. I have a
Conspiracy theory?
Yes, I have a theory that this is like a diary because it was written in like past tense.
Okay,
like maybe she's in the psych ward.
Yes.
What was the correct word for that?
Like mental hospital?
The hospital. Yeah, she's in the mental hospital,
There we
and
go.
like maybe that this is. Like the way it feels like it's all in past tense. The last day of school, but then it's like feels, or maybe it's during.
Yes. Like she's retelling the story.
Yeah, it kind of feels like she's retelling it. Like it was like past tense and past and present tense, like all at the same time sometimes. And I felt like it was like, oh, the day that Finney kissed me and blah blah blah.
Yep.
Remember that? Like
I said it low key in my notes.
she ran away.
Low key seems like an obituary, but I know she doesn't die.
yeah,
Yes.
So I was like, well, at least in this one. I don't know about the next one.
yeah. I don't
but
know how that one goes.
It's just very, 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 very like black and white. Bleak.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing. Like it's literally just like
That's why
words.
the beginning was a little hard.
If they ever made this movie, it would have to be in black and white. I feel like it would have to be.
There would be there's like no interpretation. These people go them for walking. There's like no interpretation of anything whatsoever. Like they just tell you everything.
It's literally
Yeah.
like
You
this
don't
is
have
how
room
it
to
is.
think about your own thoughts.
I didn't even think about. Sorry, going back to the Romeo and Juliet thing. I didn't even think about that till
You
just
didn't
now.
make that connection.
No.
I
It's
did.
like a parallel.
I did.
I also
after.
read it like so spaced out because I was so scared to read it. Like I
No, I get it.
I loved it.
Oh, I loved it
I really
too.
did.
I just was like,
don't know how to rate
hard.
it. Like I feel like
It took me a really long time to read it.
I feel like
mine's
fucked up.
definitely up there. And I saw a lot of people say like the ending was way too fast, which is
Yeah,
like
it
I
was
get that,
very-
but
Yeah.
like during that time, you don't. When you're in that mindset, you have no sense of time whatsoever. So I mean, it kind of makes sense.
I think it was like the point was that it was like all of a
Like-
sudden like they were
Like,
they
it was
finally got
boom,
their
boom, boom,
time
done.
together and then like that was it. Then she was in the mental
And that's
hospital.
it. And then when you go through that, like, whoa.
Yeah.
I just can't. Like I keep finding all these things with Jamie, and it's like Jamie wants me to teach. He wants me to get a minor in education.
Yeah,
He does not
Jamie
say
doesn't want me to
anything.
be what is it, a writer?
A writer.
Yeah.
Finney
Jamie
wants me to go.
Can't
like,
understand
that's
my
not
need to
you.
major in writing or even my need to write. Acceptance is what he hasn't given me, and I know I'm lucky to have that. So I think it's enough. Girl,
His favorite song was on the radio when we got in and I wasn't allowed to speak until now. Do you remember
Or
that?
the yes,
And
on
then
the
she-
windows,
and then
the car
the window,
windows.
yeah, and then
Finney let her have.
Finney's like, yeah, put it down. I'm like, I was like, ah, like literally
that just
crying.
and why? I get she's like 17, 18, but like
Oh, what is
you
this
should be able to
about?
pick up on that.
Yeah,
Like-
she was just like you said before. I feel so bad for her, like her mom, just in general, and just like their family dynamic.
yeah,
that like,
she's going through a lot with
she-
the divorce and that kind of stuff, and
yeah,
right because they were
Yeah,
getting
'cause she
divorced
went
through this.
through-
Yeah.
But like this woman also went to the hospital many
For her
times too
own
because of that,
problems. And then like
she kind of like realized like, oh, that's why she went. I didn't realize that's why she went. Is your book soft? No, it looks.
and
Yes,
then
it
Autumn
is.
with her dad, like him, like her going out to dinner with him.
Sorry,
and,
I'm
trying
like
to
looking
figure
at your
that out.
book and I'm like,
why does my cover feel different?
hers is like the matte cover. Did you buy
Oh.
yours on Amazon?
I don't know.
I got mine from Barnes.
I think
I
I got
thought I
mine.
got mine from Barnes. I might not have.
I think I got this from Books A Million, actually. That's kind of funny that we all got them all at different places. I don't know.
I've
I'm
had it for a
literally
while.
looking at your book, and I'm like, this feels like it's.
Because you could see the fingerprints
I
on
hate,
yours.
I hate that.
I hate books like that.
I know.
I bought it a while ago.
Hold on, I'm still looking for tabs.
Where was that? I don't remember where this was, but it says, I want to savor this wonder, this happening or loving a book and reading it for the first time, because the first time is always the best time, and I will never read this book for the first time ever again.
Oh, I don't know.
I was like, I took a picture of that, and I was like, I really like that.
Yeah.
It has nothing to really do with their story, but it's just the fact that I really liked it.
I think I have it somewhere.
Oh.
It was when she was sitting out in the back porch.
Yes.
And this.
Oh,
It was like right after the winter, right? And she was like finally like sitting there, like and it was like
Yeah.
everyone's like, oh, it's just seasonal.
I think Aunt Angela came in the backyard and she was telling off that one guy. I think that's
Okay.
what it was.
I wish I knew exactly where it was.
I know, I'm looking.
Oh, I wrote the
I found
chapter
where they
38 made
broke
me
up.
so upset.
I found where Jamie and her broke up.
After graduation, when he tells
a
her.
couple days before prom, after she went with me to order your corsage, it was an accident. We felt awful and we swore it wouldn't
How
happen
was it
again.
an accident?
But last week we admitted that we can't pretend anymore. We care about each other and didn't want to ruin graduation. And you guys want a damn medal, I said. Go her.
Yeah, really.
I'm sorry we've hurt
whoa.
you for a long.
I want to, honestly, I kind of want to reread this book.
I do too.
I don't know why.
James,
Oh, here's
since
that
you're the
Romeo
one-
and Juliet thing.
Yep.
That was there. There it is, chapter 30. The book is surely at, yep. This book is a treasure. Yeah, I did tab
You
it.
tabbed it.
I did tab it. I'm like, oh, there is a tab for
I can't find the book quote.
It's chapter 30.
Oh, you just found it?
Yeah.
Finney getting hurt at the soccer game, and then that's
then
when she
she was
realizes I'm in love with Finney. I was
That-
like,
I think that was one of my first. No.
I have it in all caps. Finney getting hurt at the soccer game and her remembering things like the cowlick on his head and the scars on his knees and being like, I'm in love with Finney. I'm gonna cry.
Yep, she goes, I'm in love with Finney. Yep. I have it right here. My heart stops. I know what I'm feeling. I know this is real. And in this moment, there's nothing else in me but this knowledge. I am in love with Finney.
It made me, I remember I closed it and I was like,
Red tabs.
yes!
Red tabs are ouch, that hurt, but felt good tabs. Like, oh, I felt that really deeply. Yes.
I love when he
Look at
brought
my
her
reds.
to the hospital to go see Angela's baby.
And he held the baby.
And even though Jamie was there.
And then they were like, oh, you should. And then Jamie was with Sasha?
Yeah, they were together. That's because she was like sitting in his lap or something, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Or
in the
wasn't she?
hospital, and they're like, oh, where are you going after this? And they like had to make up a thing, and they were like trying to invite themselves to
Here it
go.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it. And then it was, he was asking, you okay? She said, yeah. And he said, you really want to go see a movie? She goes, yeah. I say, and we'll see whatever you want. Thanks for coming. He goes, no big deal. Finney grins at me. I finally realized that I never felt this way about Jamie, even at the best times.
Wait, I stopped tabbing
Really?
towards the end because I was just trying to like get through.
Yeah, I stopped
So I
too, but
stopped.
I went back to the parts because these weren't here. Like, I had to go back to, this.
Oh my gosh, wait, I just made this connection, so I'm looking back at my notes, okay? Hold on. Sorry,
love
were we
this.
talking?
No.
No, it's okay.
I said chapter 47 confuses me. Is this the day he died? And I'm looking and it says on August 8th, nothing happens. Lightning does not strike the earth. No old woman shows up at the door with a warning. Finney doesn't see a black dog staring at him as he gets out of his red car. No one says anything prophetic. What is it? How do you say that word? Prophetic?
Prophetic, I think.
prophetic?
Right? That's what I was going to say, but it sounds weird. Or ironic. I do not awake in darkness to hear the clock strike 13. Did Finney feel something? Was something nameless that shifted within him? Did that last year feel to him like late afternoon, the sunlight creeping across the floorboards? And I didn't realize this is the day of the year before he died. I just made that connection.
Oh my god.
Because I put in here, why is that so confusing? Because then it's like, oh yeah, first day senior year.
Wait, so that
This
chapter's
is- so
what?
that's-
Like trying to say like
This is exactly 1 year before he
this
died.
is like how she said she's writing it, like maybe she's telling the story.
Do you
and
know what
writing-
I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's saying, like, did I feel something? Did I know? Like, all things that have become history, I now feel as if I've always knew it. As if things through this story have been lurking in the shadows, the story underneath the story. Did that last year feel to him like late afternoon, the sunlight creeping across the floorboards of his room, slowly fading until there is a thin veil of gray between day and night? Did I feel something? Did I know?
now
Wow.
mistaken-
My heart hurts again. I can't.
Why did I
It's
just
my
read your
mom.
message?
I
I'm
love
sorry.
Sourdough bread.
This was exactly 1 year before he died, because then it's 85 is on August 8th, Phineas Smith died, and I can imagine every detail of the night.
Yeah.
So this was his last year, and she
His-
was.
his last
That's what
full
made
year
me
of
feel
life.
like she's writing it like later on.
I didn't even pick.
No, I didn't either until I just looked,
He
and I'm like
died because
confused.
he was trying to help Sylvie, right? And
Yeah,
he got
because
hit by
they
a
went to-
car.
she got ejected, and she was over a puddle, and he went there, and there was a power line in the puddle, and he touched the puddle.
And
He
he
touched.
got-
He
yeah.
touched her.
Really? Because I thought she was over it.
I think he touched her. I think that's what it was.
Because then she was like,
She's
she was
blaming
saying,
Sylvie.
Why did you get out of why did Finney get out of the car?
It'd
right?
be wrong to say Sylvie killed Phineas. I see. Sitting in the car.
He kneeled. Oh, Sylvie lies on the other side of the puddle. Oh, Finney does not. He only sees her, what he thinks is his destination. Sylvie lies on the other side of the puddle, safe and unmoving, only serving her purpose. He kneels before her. He says her name. She does not move. He is filled with fear and panic that matches my own in watching this moment. To steady himself, he lays his hand near her head.
Oh.
Death happens to him more suddenly than I can describe to you or even care to imagine.
So is
Like,
that supposed
so
to
it
be
is
the
in his
struck of lightning hitting the earth?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Like in that
Or
chapter?
like the moment that he like.
Or was it just referring to the rain that was happening?
I think it might be referring to the rain. But I'm not sure.
Maybe. Stop. When it literally.
Stay, I whispered to him, stay in the car, stay in this
know,
moment, stay with
stay,
me. I was
stay.
like,
Stop. No.
it's so upsetting.
What killed me is when it says it begins to rain. I'm
Ah.
like, no, it's happening.
Don't
it's
rain!
happening.
Don't rain!
Stop.
I
This.
feel like whenever you hear of somebody dying, it's always raining outside.
Yeah.
Every time. Or like when
books,
you go to like a funeral or a viewing or something like that.
It's always really
It's
bad
always
weather.
raining.
or snowing or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That made me so upset.
Yeah, but so obviously time went by. So August 8th has happened, and then 86. It's late
This is
September
her-
now.
But this
So
is
it was
her
a while.
trying to.
Yeah, because she found out she was pregnant when she was in the hospital.
hospital.
She
So,
didn't
'cause
know.
they did blood work or
They had to
whatever.
do blood work. They had to test her. That's what I think they said.
Oh yeah,
It's
and what day
hospital
did you?
policy, dear.
Or
and
did
she
they
goes, "What
ask
is
her-
the test?" Oh, okay.
When was your last menstrual cycle,
It's
dear?
like before they could give her medicine, right? Or something.
And
Probably.
I can't remember. She frowns.
My dad asked me to take me out to lunch once a week. He thinks that he's distracting me, not taking me with him on his next trip abroad.
Okay, so she didn't.
Oh,
yeah,
he asked
Finny
me a
wouldn't
bunch
approve
of,
of me trying if I'm pregnant.
He asked me
Yeah.
a bunch of questions and I told a lot of lies. He upped my prescription and let me go. I haven't taken my pills in a month now.
So she wasn't on anything. Yeah.
Aunt Angelina is always losing her things. And do you keep losing your stuff?
Yeah.
And then that's when she closes the door. I knew it would be. No one has to be in there since he and I walked out holding hands. I
Stop.
used clear's tape to hang up the sign I made on the door. Please do not try to break it down. It is too late for you to do anything. Call the police and let them handle this part.
Yeah.
It's so depressing.
This part. So, yeah, Finny wouldn't approve.
I opened
me
my
trying-
I knew
eyes
I was pregnant again.
And then he goes, and then it's, of course, it wouldn't be like having him back, not really, but it would be better than not having him at all. I remember him holding Angie's baby in the hospital, the way he stared in wonder at the small face, and Finny smirked at me because he knows he has one.
Ah! It's so depressing.
But it's so good.
It was.
loved-
I didn't like it at first.
No, at the beginning I was like, what is this crap?
Like when
And then
I
was
when
like,
I read
oh.
it. Well, when I read it for the first time, the ending,
The
and I
ending
was like,
didn't
why is she pregnant? Like,
As soon
especially
as I
because she
saw-
wasn't gonna write another book.
Yeah, like as soon as I
Yeah.
saw the when was the last time was your period, I was like, oh god.
Like I thought it ruined it.
Oh,
if
I
you want my
love
honest
that,
opinion,
though.
I thought it
I also
ruined it.
just like that crap.
I just
though.
I hate the trope where it's like you have one time when you're pregnant.
that. Okay, yes, fair.
Yeah.
That I agree
I
with.
get it.
Like,
I know it could happen,
what
but I
was
just
it?
hate it.
Well, because it happened with Angie, I was like, oh.
Yeah, because it happened. Yeah, especially it happened with Angie, and then it happens with.
I see why she did it though.
If it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
surprised that when did the book come out? It's
2013.
It's almost it's 11
Like, she
years
wasn't
later.
gonna write another book. That's why I was mad at it. Like, you were gonna leave it like this? You were gonna leave it like
I
that?
know, but it's good. And then I think.
Well, it was driving me crazy.
I know. I'm so excited to read the next one though. We
Yeah.
really have to. We have to give an update for the next time we all read. Like next time we do a video that we've all read it. Be like, so update on the second one.
Yes.
Oh my god, so good though.
I'm looking for more.
Making that connection though, like
I didn't realize that until
Holy
literally
crap.
just now as I'm
I
looking back
didn't-
at my messages, at my notes. Oh, I put Jack plays no games. It's better than him obsessing over you again. Like, oh.
yeah, he is very to the point, but they were like both. I don't know.
Okay, can we talk about Jack?
Yes.
Since he's gonna be like the main.
He has a whole section.
Yeah. What do we think is gonna happen?
I think he's gonna
mind
be
him.
so mad.
I think he's gonna.
He's
be
gonna
pissed.
blame He's gonna blame Autumn. He wouldn't have been going there to break up with her if it wasn't for you. He didn't want them together.
Like I didn't mind him as a character. I liked him.
I feel like he
didn't
was just
mind
watching out for his friend.
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing. I think he's gonna be pissed too, but I also think that he's gonna warm up to it. You know, like he's gonna be like.
The trauma of losing
Do we
Finny is
think
gonna
they'll
bring
end
them
up
together.
Do we
Yes.
think not?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay. I think
love
there
it.
could be the
I don't
possibility.
want them to.
I don't think either one of them are gonna
That's
be
the
able
thing,
to
I
do
don't
it.
want
Maybe they'll
it.
like do something, and then they'll be like,
They'll
"That was
figure-
weird."
Yeah.
Like I could
Like, you're not
maybe,
him,
but I don't
or
know.
This is too weird because he's.
It's not.
always
You're not
liked
him,
you,
like you
or-
said.
Yeah.
I
I don't think. Oh my god.
What about the teacher?
That was weird.
Ew!
That was
I didn't like
so
that.
weird. Or when who was it? Jamie, you're in love with your teacher. That was like what the.
That was an odd thing to throw in here
Who says that?
because it didn't like go anywhere. Nothing ever really happened. He was young, right? He was a young teacher, and she let her go behind his desk and like she like rifled through like his desk drawers. I was like, what are you doing? I thought it was weird.
Okay, I found
we all know
another
a person like that in high school.
parallel or like whatever. It was when she was writing her essay for that teacher's class. That's why I brought him up. And she
the day
writes, the day Edward died, I dropped a vase of tulips while walking up the stairs. I begin to describe the tulips, red, in a white porcelain vase, smashed against the dark wood of a staircase. I'm not sure what the significance of the tulips is yet, but it will eventually come to me. By 10 o'clock, I have a rough draft, about 5 pages, and I'm pleased with myself. The narrator wasn't accidental or murderous. Her guilt has left her reeling in near madness, and I close the first image, the blood-red flowers and a broken innocence of a white vase, because she blames herself for him dying.
these people.
Oh my god.
Because she's like the vase.
That's
And she calls herself the murderess because he wouldn't let out if it wasn't for her. And
I wrote that
that
too.
was on page 144.
There was also the part where it was like, is that the thing where he was like, you have 2 minutes or something like that?
No, that was when she said that Finney kissed her.
That was when Finny. Is
Yes.
that one?
And she's like, I
That-
couldn't
I like
stop.
I
that
used to
too.
do that all the time in class. Like, we would have to do that. And they would
Yeah.
say, you have 5 minutes, do not stop writing. Write whatever you have to.
Whatever comes to your mind,
Yep.
let it keep going, let
And
it
I
keep
think
going.
I actually, the one day, like, it was like making pizza for me. And I like literally like wrote the steps and then it like transferred and he's like, all right, read what you wrote. And it's so weird to like see like what your mind goes to.
Yeah, it's just like, just
It's
do
so
it without...
strange.
Why did my car just do that?
I don't know, that was weird.
Haunted!
And I also felt bad about like all of like the doctor's appointments that she would go to.
Dr. Singh.
And
That
he
was
would like
weird.
ask her and she would just be like, I'm fine. And
Literally.
I'm like, girl, please tell them.
It was her mom's doctor,
she
right?
needed a therapist, not
Yeah.
a psychiatrist. Like,
yeah. Like about
psychiatrist
eating.
just prescribes you medication and calls it a day. No, she needs somebody to talk to.
Somebody-
Like he was
yeah.
like, oh, do you have an eating disorder? She's like,
Yeah, that whole thing was
No.
weird
my mom
too.
made me oatmeal. Did you eat the oatmeal? Yes, I ate the oatmeal. Like,
That was weird. Yeah.
Again,
It's just
because it was
different
so...
doctor.
The writing was so, like, not bland, but, like, so to the point, like we were saying before. That's kind of, again, why I thought it was, like, a diary. Or,
Yeah.
like, a story or, something like that. Like,
Because
she's
a
recalling
writer.
it. It's not
She's
there
a
at the same-
writer. I
yeah.
wonder if she wrote that. Like, it's supposed to. Well,
Well, because she was saying, like,
Previously-
if he had been with me, then he wouldn't have been there.
what part?
Where she was begging him not to go, and he went and had to talk to Sylvie anyway, and if he didn't go, he wouldn't have died, and they wouldn't have had the life that they deserved.
My literally. So what page was it? Right here, and it begins to start. He goes, after this, things are going to be the way they are supposed to be, and at the end, it goes, I feel like things are going to turn out the way they are always meant to be.
Yeah.
Sorry, I read that, and I was just like, oh my god. Oh my god.
I wish I could have seen more. This is before I knew that there was another book coming out.
Yeah.
I wish I could have seen more about him dying, like how it was after everything. Even if the chapter was like, it was all a blur or something along those lines. Like, more of her, like, the funeral or something like that. Like, I wish I got more of, like, how it went for everybody. But that, again, that was before I knew that a second book was coming
like
out.
it just stops.
I feel like they'll definitely. Yeah. Like I feel like they'll definitely cover something.
And then
else.
she tries to do something. So, like we get more of, like, what happens after, but, like, we have no idea how Aunt Angelina reacted to it. Like, or his friends or anything like that. But I'm sure that we'll get something from Jack. Like, maybe if it picks up, like, I don't know, I just wish I got, like, a little bit of, like, something. Do you know what I mean?
So-
those were all the notes that
There
I
were
had.
so many
but-
like little parallels in here because I
were.
tagged 36 and it says I'm reading Wuthering Heights. I had to read Wuthering Heights for one of my classes, and literally the whole book is about this guy whose wife dies and he loves her so much, and her name's Catherine, and she like kind of like haunts him, and he's trying to like explain to people like how much he loved him, and he turned into this grouch. She said, I was assigned this for school and I woke up and decided to read the first chapter in bed. It is late afternoon and I'm still here. An hour ago I finished the novel and fell asleep. I dreamed fitfully of Heathcliff locking me away, and when I woke I picked up the book again and started over. I do not think Kathy is a monster. Because she's the one who...
Oh my god.
It's so sad.
You gotta really, like, dissect
Yeah,
this
you have
book.
to, like, keep
Like, I
going
didn't
back.
pick up on a lot of this because I just was like, holy crap, too much emotion.
You gotta go
but
back and
it's
talk
nice.
about
Yeah.
it and think about it, like, the
Definitely.
whole thing, like...
Thanks, ladies, for
It-
showing that because I'm oblivious.
So that's a good book if you ever want a classic. That's a good one.
The Wuthering Heights. I have it.
Oh, I
don't
found
know
that.
that.
I also tagged the page where she starts writing. I opened my notebook and turned to a fresh page. Remember the rule: no crossing out, no stopping. The night Finney kissed me, my hand recoils from the page as if it burned. This isn't right answer. That is not my strongest memory. That's the memory I've tried so hard not to have. I can't possibly remember it well enough to write it down. It's a stream of consciousness, Autumn. Don't stop. I can't disobey, Mr. Laffigan.
Why did they
Like,
stop?
why is he reading that? Why is he over his shoulder, like, reading what her, like, consciousness is?
I don't know.
Like, it's so weird.
Why did they stop being friends? Was it because they kissed?
They, like, No,
I was confused, like,
fall out of friendship
they
when
just-
he got a girl. Like he
when they,
started
like-
hanging out with the popular kids.
And
'cause
she
of
And he
and
wasn't,
she
right?
got like kicked out of the.
Well, she
because
thought she got kicked out, but they didn't.
But
No,
she
she, like,
stopped hanging out
strayed
with them,
away.
right?
something like that. I think she said it was because the one day that they all wore braids together and they didn't tell her that they moved the day or something like that, and they came in with French braids and she didn't, and she was like, "Oh, I hate."
I think
children."
she was just
like that.
she
like, I
needed
hate
therapy throughout the whole book, and I think
She
that's
did.
why a lot of the things that she did or the way she did things happened.
Yes.
Just because I think that,
Oh my god, we've been going for 36 minutes.
My parents come home. And
That's a long one.
yeah.
We've never gone this long for a book review.
Because there's so
There's a lot
much to
go
talk
through.
about
I feel
with
that
this
breeze
one.
from the book.
Oh, here you go.
Thanks. Oh,
Look at your hair.
It smells good. It's a great book. I love books.
Oh gosh.
What?
I don't know. All around, I just feel so bad, and I can't wait to read the next one and
All
see
of
where
the
it
books
picks up.
that are referred to are ones where somebody dies.
Really?
Really?
There's
Look at
another
you
one.
go.
A Midsummer Night's Dream
Mm.
by Shakespeare. Read that
See, because
one
I've
too.
never read these ones, I didn't even pick up on that. I wish I tabbed this.
She's the English one though.
I'm gonna reread this and tab this. I need to dissect this whole thing
Keep
again.
going.
This needs to be studied.
Oh,
Yes.
here's another one.
Oh gosh.
What was it?
I was thinking of a short story I started the day before, my first attempt at a gothic romance.
Nice.
I planned on a very tragic
Stuff
ending, and
my
I was
hair.
working out the details of my heroine's misfortunes as I watched him play. They sent us inside to get perfect plates. He spoke to me. "Why did you dye your hair?" I don't know. If someone had asked me why Finney and I weren't friends anymore, I would have said it was an accident. Our mothers would have seen that we grew apart the last few years, and I don't know. In elementary school, we were accepted as an oddity. My weirdness became acceptable, and I was one of the popular girls at the first semester of 7th grade. We called ourselves the Clique. Finney joined a group of guys who were vaguely geeky but not harassed, and I would usually wave to him at school. We were taking different classes and homework. The weekends we went shopping. When I did see him, we didn't have a lot to talk about anymore. Every moment we spent in silence was like another brick wall that was going in between us. Somehow we weren't friends anymore, and it wasn't really a choice. Not really.
Didn't he hit someone when they were in elementary school?
Because he
was- they were
called her
ta-
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
don't-
think he punched him.
It's just so
Like the
sad.
Yeah,
fixation
and then
over
at the
being
end you
weird.
find out it's like he said your
Something about your
girlfriend's
girlfriend's weird.
And then everyone that she used to hang out with, I can say that exactly why Sasha and I weren't friends with Alexis Myers or any of the girls anymore, because I didn't try out for cheerleading. I had planned on it. I wanted to be popular and date a soccer player. That's what school at McClure High School instead of football, and everything that went along with staying in the clique. But I couldn't make up my own routine and perform it alone for tryouts, and that was that. So she just kind of like fell out of that group, I guess, and then because
Yeah.
they just never...
Well,
It's just so weird.
it's just so sad.
Yeah,
It makes me want to go home and read the other one like now.
I know.
Jamie, you're in love with the teacher, he says under his breath.
So weird. I wonder where Jamie and Sasha are now. I hope far, far, far away.
Yes.
They don't like them. Screw Sasha. I wonder if they reach out to her.
Probably.
Oh my god, I gotta go read the next one.
I
have to know what happened.
What happened? Ugh. I really had no idea that it was like after the fact too. I thought it was just
It's just what I heard.
her point of view.
I mean,
His-
well, because
his point of view.
I did peek at it, and it said Finn, Jack, and Autumn. Like, those were the way that it goes. So, like, for us to have more from Jack and I thought the whole thing was this book from
That's what I thought. It was just
Finn's
a
perspective.
That's what I thought too.
But
I
since
didn't even
it's
think it took place after.
no, but then like we have to. I'm pretty. That's what I heard. Don't completely like.
Take your word.
Yeah, because that's just what I heard.
We'll see when we find out.
I read her thoughts on the author's like thing on it.
On the back,
like why
the
she
words.
wanted to continue it. Like at first she
Oh.
wanted him to just leave Finney dead. But like after years and years and years of being like, we never got Finney's perspective. Like the book was supposed to also have Finney's perspective in it. This one.
Oh.
Apparently. I read like the author's note in the beginning. So
Interesting.
That's all I
sweet,
have to say.
authentic love story.
No.
Is that what you call this?
Hypnotic writing.
Oh, it's definitely hypnotic. That's right.
Jesus Christ, that book.
Well,
That's all I have.
yeah, we could probably talk for hours on it if we like really dissect this book, but for the most part, like, pretty sure that that's it.
Yeah, I'm satisfied with what we said.
If you want to cry, go read this if you
Yes.
haven't already.
Or you could be numb.
Be numb.
Me.
Be
It
numb.
hurt. I still find myself going, oh my god, ow, like that hurts.
When you think about it, right? I think about this book every day.
All the time. It's just so sad,
So,
but it's so good.
no, it was really good. I'm glad that I finally read it. I'm glad that this was a book club read.
Yes,
Because being able to talk to you guys about it, because if I had no one to talk to about this book, I probably would have cried. Like, without being able to tell you guys my, like, thoughts on it and everything.
Or be like, I don't care if you're gonna read this or not.
I need to
tell
talk
you.
right now.
That's exactly.
So,
it.
this was a really good pick. This is one that I've really,
It's our
really
best one
loved.
so far.
I think it is.
That one in Caravel, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those ones were both really good.
And, what was that
There was
Ellen
another one.
Hildebrand book?
Ah,
You
I
didn't
like that one.
like
I
that
didn't
one.
love it.
But it
It was
reminded
okay.
me of one like this where it was like it just gave you so much to think
I
about.
liked Every Last Secret. That was
Every
obvious.
Last-
I forgot about that one.
That one was okay too. I
liked
listened
that
to
one.
that.
My
like, the
least
end of
favorite,
that
I
one.
think, was Float.
Oh yeah,
Ew.
definitely. If
If we're looking back on all of them, I'm pretty sure
I did
that
like
my
Love Light Farms too.
which one?
Love Light Farms.
Oh yeah,
I like that one.
Float. Okay, so
Float was our first one too.
Float was our first one.
Rip.
No, it wasn't.
No.
June we read 28 Summers.
But we didn't film for it. I think
And-
that's what it
No,
was.
we filmed for them. We didn't have a Notion page,
Oh.
so we did 20.
was
Hi guys, why don't I look on my YouTube channel?
June was 28 Summers.
What was July?
July was Float. August.
28
Yeah.
Summers, Float, Every Last Secret, The Naturals, The X
like
Hacks.
The
Oh my god, The X
Wow,
Hacks.
what a book.
No,
I DNF'd that one.
Caraval. Oh, you did. Love
I
Light
didn't finish
Farms. Now, this was, If He Had Been With Me was January. And,
There you go.
I have not mentioned, our February book club read is Picking Daisies on Sundays by Liana? How do you say
I don't know
how
how
to
to
say
say
her
her
name?
name.
You can't really see it.
It's so bright.
It's all over TikTok.
It is all over.
If you have not seen this, you probably live under a rock. So, they both started it. That was a cute bookmark.
What page are you on, Jess?
Be Mine, Me to Every Book, 62.
62. I haven't read it in a few days. I've been doing homework.
We are reading this one. It is very cute. Oh my god, the lighting. It's
very
terrible.
fast too.
Yeah, it looks it. So.
And she like makes her own books. Like
she makes these covers, right?
Yeah,
Doesn't she
but-
design them?
She
published them, I
publishes them. So this book was made on February 2nd, 2024. That's when I placed the order for it.
Oh my god.
Isn't that cool? Isn't that so cool? I was like, oh, that's actually really interesting. Like,
No, that is cool. I didn't know
was
that.
like, aw. But yeah, that's her.
Aw.
She has another book out too. Don't Be in Love.
Okay, so if I like this one now, I have to
Yeah.
read that one.
I'm only
but-
like halfway through and I like
It's such a fast read though. I read that like. It's a different discussion. 'Cause
That's
I
a
have some
February
things about
read.
this book I want to talk about too.
Stay tuned for that one. We'll post that one in March. So,
Yes. We are
Thank you.
busy people.
yes, one book a month. That's what we can handle.
I'll be doing this instead of the Super Bowl tonight. Woo! Go Niners. Okay.
Well, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we will see you all next time. Bye!